field trip over to the Day by Day Warming Shelter here in Oshkosh, and we're going to hear a little bit more background about the organization and what they do. So I have Sam Zinth here, Executive Director of the Day by Day Warming Shelter. Sam, thanks so much for having us out here today.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, and you guys are technically closed right now, really kind of open more in the evenings, but maybe you can give us, first of all, a little bit of detail on where exactly we are here in Oshkosh.
Sure. We're located at 449 High Avenue, and we are in the basement of Most Blessed Sacrament Parish Church. Locals will know it as the old St. Pete's site.
Okay.
And we rent this space from the church for $1 a year, and we're really, really fortunate to have that collaboration with the church to be able to deliver this work in our community.
Excellent. So it's a great opportunity for the church to help you out as well, and it's very low cost. So
It is.
good.
It's awesome. Father Jim often says that this is a really nice dovetail to their work and their ministry as well.
Great. Explain to us a little bit about the Day by Day Warming Shelter. What exactly do you provide to the Oshkosh community here?
Sure. So the mission of the Day by Day Warming Shelter is to provide temporary overnight shelter, to evaluate guest needs and offer guidance toward independence, and then to advocate for collaborative, locally driven solutions to reduce homelessness. So on the micro level, we're helping people, and we're helping people who have really no other options. They've cut ties with family, they don't have anyone else to turn to, and they need a safe place to stay. So we offer those people safe shelter. On a macro level in the community, we're also trying to elevate people back to self-sufficiency, to improve the fabric of our community, and to eliminate homelessness as an issue in our community. So our work is really twofold. It's working with the individual people and then working to solve a complex social problem.
Okay, so you're here for people who need a warm place to stay at night, but you're also working to proactively prevent that from happening in the future.
Exactly. So it's the most important and critical part of our work is that direct service to people who need us in an emergency situation, but we really want to work towards preventing people from becoming homeless in the first place. So our work has to be sort of twofold to attempt to alleviate the problem of homelessness and to solve it in the Oshkosh area.
Okay, so let's start on that micro level. Tell us what you provide for people. What's a typical day at the shelter like?
Sure.
Or night?
Absolutely, yeah, at night. We open at 6 p.m. And so guests come on site. They have to sign in. They are not required to provide photo ID, but we do ask for some way to validate who they are. So that could be a food share card, that could be a social security number, just something so that we know who is staying on the premises with us.
Right.
When they come down, they get checked in, they have their bags searched. We'll remove any prescription medications or anything that we feel is maybe unsafe for the environment. Those things can be returned to them in the morning when they leave. But we try and keep control of the safety of the environment at all times. Our guests come down and they choose a chore for the evening. One of the really neat things about our program is all the guests are expected to contribute in some way. And most of the chores are pretty minor, mopping the floors, sweeping, wiping down tables, things like that. Usually a 10-minute chore at best. But we really feel that helps contribute to the overall community and helps give them ownership to this place. And that's a really important part of our program. So once they do that, they come over here, they grab a mattress. They are all assigned bedding, so they make their beds, and then they're welcome to eat for the evening. So every single meal we have at the shelter is donated. We rely on over 200 volunteers a year to make all of our meals, to help us with hospitality tasks. Anything really that just kind of makes this place operate is really volunteer driven, which is really extraordinary. After they eat, then guests are welcome to sign up to take showers. They can watch TV, they can read, they can socialize. A lot of them just choose to go to bed. A lot of them have had really hard days and just want to feel safe and warm for a few hours. But officially lights out is 10 p.m. And at that point, the lights in the shelter go down. Socializing is asked to stop at that point, and it's considered quiet hours until 7 a.m. So at 7 a.m. the lights come back on. We have breakfast items out, and guests, if they didn't do a PM chore, they have to do a morning chore, and they are asked to be off the property by 8 a.m. So it's a really fast-moving, living, breathing animal with 25 different people, and it's a lot of work, but it's a really rewarding environment.
Yes, and what a great resource for people who have nowhere else to go. And it's important, like you said before our interview, it's a temporary fix. It's not something that you want to have people depending on, but for those people who temporarily have nowhere to go, it's a great resource. How about that macro level? You said that you are also promoting self-sufficiency. How do you do that in that short amount of time that you have people here?
Absolutely. So we're really excited to be part of the HUB project, and the HUB is a program in which they are convening resources across the community into a centralized database or centralized kind of clearinghouse. And so the HUB is helping us to connect our guests with the things that are going to help them get back on their feet. So we are a temporary emergency shelter. We don't provide job training. We don't provide addiction and recovery services. We don't provide we can't really even get people connected with landlords that can get them into apartments. So our program and our goal with our case manager and our resource coordinator is to just connect our guests with the right resources to help them get back on their feet. So our approach to that is really no wrong door. So they can tell their story to us, and then we can be advocates to help them get what they need to get back on their feet. So for some people, that's really complex. They're dealing with a lot of different issues. For some people, it's relatively simple. They just need to save up enough money to get a down payment on a new apartment. So wherever they're at, we try and work with them individually and really develop solutions that are meaningful to where they are right now in their life. For everybody here, it's not going to be that they want to get into a market rate apartment. So what we try and do is talk to them about what their goals are and help them live their best life in the context of what they want for themselves. The other thing that we're really proud to be doing on the macro level is we're part of a planning grant through the Oshkosh Area Community Foundation and the Basic Needs Giving Partnership. So we're working at identifying gaps in the housing continuum. So one of the problems we have in Oshkosh is we have temporary shelter, but the only other place to go after that is fair market housing. So what are we doing in between to help make sure people can get out of that situation and climb the ladder to self-sufficiency? So we're really part of some high-level community conversations to start addressing those problems locally, which is really exciting.
Yes,
so,
how wonderful.
yes.
And it's a huge problem to address, and it's a very uphill battle, and so it's great that you guys are taking steps to even get that started and to just keep going one step at a time. So
absolutely, day by day.
Yes, day by day, exactly. Where can people find more information if they're interested in learning more about Day by Day or maybe volunteering and helping out?
The best resource is our website, which is www.warmingshelter.com. And you can see our volunteer calendar online. You can find out ways to donate. You can just read more about our program and what we do. We also are really active on social media, so like us on Facebook and stay in touch with what we're doing.
Yes, and the Facebook page is awesome, I can say. I've been checking it out, and we were talking before the interview about some of the really cool blankets that were just donated, and it's really an uplifting thing to see all the great things that people in the community are doing to help others. So
absolutely.
Once more, the website if people are looking for more info.
www.warmingshelter.com.
Wonderful.
Thank
Well,
you.
Sam, thanks so much for having us out here for a few minutes, and it's just great. Good luck with everything, and we look forward to hearing more from you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM. And Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. Oshkosh Today.